What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. Earl at Sumo Bully Kennels back at you with another one. Want to say special thanks to everyone that's been following our journey and has liked and subscribed our content and reach out to me on the side. I want to say I really appreciate that, guys. It means a lot to me as a person who started this channel with barely any followers and stuff like that. I'm really glad that you guys are into the topics that we talk about on this channel. So, with that said, if you have not liked or subscribed, let's do a handshake, right? Here, let me see. Let's shake hands right here. Deal. Costs you nothing to subscribe and watch our stuff, and it means a lot to us. So, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and let's get it right. Without further ado, disclaimer, this is going to be a boring ass episode. I'm sorry. I have to. I know you guys like when I talk about dogs, facility, pedigrees, and stuff like that. I'm just warning you now, this is going to be very, very boring. Today, we're going to get into business plans, right? This is something that a lot of you guys reach out to me on the side and I talk to you about. Understanding a business plan, what it is and why you need it. It's very important because ultimately this is a business, right? Unless you're breeding dogs and giving them away for free, you're in a business, right? And we all know what these dogs cost, first pick, second picks, and stuff like that, especially breedings that we're a big fan of. There's certainly a price of admission, right? So without further ado, let's get into it, right? What is a business plan? Okay, think of it like this. A business plan is like when you get in your car and you type in an address that you've never been to, and GPS guides you how to get there the quickest, most efficient way possible so that you can get to your destination with the least amount of fuss or headache, right? If I can compare it, I would say a business plan is similar to like a professional sports team, right? For some of you guys who follow football, soccer, baseball, or maybe basketball, it's basically a playbook, comparable to how a coach draws up plays and plans, right? Based on his team's talents and or deficiencies. The purpose of a business plan is to achieve the goal of your business, and make no mistake about it. If you're in this lane and you're buying dogs for $5,000 and $10,000, you're investing in yourself, in your business, in your vision. So, by segmenting every aspect of your business, a business plan dissects it, breaks it down, so that you have a very specific, strategic way to proceed about accomplishing your tasks and goals. These segments are compartmentalized into, basically jars. Think about jars, right? And each jar houses a certain part of your business. For example, operations, financials, marketing, sales, and how you go about all these different aspects that are all interconnected. Okay, I'll slow it down a little bit. So each task is goal specific, and today I'm just going to go over one of the most fundamental things of a business plan, which is your mission statement, right? So actually, you know what, I'll go into the components of the business plan, right? All business plans start with a mission statement. The mission statement is exactly that. It's what is the sole purpose of the business, right? In our case as breeders, our goal is to produce amazing dogs while generating profit to grow the business. I know it's tough for you guys to swallow some of that, but it is what it is, right? This growth will facilitate future expenses for facility upgrades, employment of staff, and financial freedom, so that we can focus on our passion, which are the dogs, right? So The dogs are part of it. They're the whole reason we're even here. They're the whole reason you're even watching this episode, right? Now, again, on our channel, we like to discuss things that most people don't talk about on their channels, or when you connect with other people who are in the industry. And when we first started out, we were looking for some of this guidance, and found out that there was a big void in the conversations that we were having and the guidance we were receiving for certain people. So, general business plan components, right? So let's go over a few things here. Generally speaking, there are here are some key components to a business plan. Number one is the mission statement. Two, company description. Three, your product line, which in our case are dogs. Your market analysis, right? The market analysis is what's out there, right? So if bananas sell for $5 in one store and bananas sell for $10 in another store, and you have organic bananas that sell for $15 at Whole Foods or something like that, then you get your market analysis. So that's what market analysis is. Then you have your number 5 is your marketing plan, right? Marketing plan is marketing's job is to deliver your message so that people understand who you are and what you're about, or your kennel or your camp or whatever you want to refer to it as. Then there's your sales plan, right? Sales plan is exactly that. It's the extension of your marketing arm that deals with the process of sales. And sales, guys, is a process, right? Just like when you go to the dealer to buy a car, they check your credit. How much money will you put down and all this stuff here? Are you going to finance a vehicle or pay cash? Sales is a process, and the sooner you accept that sales is a process, the sooner you can create a better sales process for yourself, so that people who are a fan of your work can easily access your work and get a piece of it. Then there's the operational plan, which encompasses a lot of things like facility, like how do you breed, what do you breed, how do you go about your day-to-day stuff. That's your operational stuff, which is a heavy focus for everybody in this industry, right? Finally, there's your financial analysis on the overall, all those topics that we just discussed above. What does each part cost, and what does it contribute, either positively or negatively, to the overall picture of the business plan? So that financial analysis part is key, and it comes at the end because it has to sum up everything that came before it to understand what the big picture is. So this series, or this rabbit hole we're going down, is going to be a multi-episode series on this topic, and this is going to be episode 1 of 9, because it is very cumbersome, right? And so I'm going to give each segment the proper time and breakdown that it requires, and so that it's more easily digestible, and so that you can work on it, right? I guess I have a few questions if you're still with us. I know I'm the classroom guy, and I like to go back to the classroom. Some of you guys enjoy it. Some of you guys are like, oh my goodness, why? But it is super important, guys, because in order to sustain what we do, what we want to do, and how we want to move forward with things, we have to understand what we're getting into, right? First question I have for you is, do you need a business plan? Right? I know I did, and I did my own, because that is my background. If you believe you need one, I want you to ask yourself why. Why do you need one? If you do not need a business plan, I'd like you to answer yourself why you don't need one. The truth is, this industry is that we all love dogs and the breed. There isn't anybody in this industry that's going to say, oh, I'm in this, but I don't really like the breed, right? Everyone says, I love the dogs, I love the breed. And then everyone dances around the business aspect and the money aspect of it. And that's the truth. It's everything I've experienced from the time I decided to get into this. Is everyone has that wholesome message of, oh, I love the breed and yada yada and blah 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 blah. However, everyone dances around the money topic, right? Um, the day you can buy a first pick male or female pup off a killer breeding for the same price that you can adopt a dog at a shelter, then it's no longer a business, right? But until that day happens, this is a business, guys. Make no mistake about it, right? And for us in this industry who invest and or sell dogs, you know that's not the case, right? So let's just be honest, and that's what our platform is, to go over things that are not discussed. So to get us into this industry, there is a cost of admission, uh, quote unquote, the dog game, right? And let's continue with it. One second here. Again, I like the classroom. So I have questions, more questions for you guys, right? More questions today. Number one, how much have you paid for a puppy or dog? 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 15, $20,000. And those are all realistic numbers within the industry that we operate in, and depends on what bloodlines you follow, what camps you like, so forth and so on. There's 100% a cost of admission, right? Have you calculated how much it costs to have this dog, hold this dog? The purpose of getting a puppy or dog is to breed and generate revenue. Newsflash, right? Listen, some people will say otherwise, but I don't care which way you put it. If you pay more than $1,500 for a dog, then you have more intentions with that dog other than have a pet, right? Now, I'm not the Prince of Saudi, right? And I don't have oil money. But if I did, then yeah, sure, I'll buy a dog for 100 grand just because I like the dog. And the money doesn't matter to me. But for most of us, money does matter, guys. And let's just embrace the fact and be real about it, right? Whew. I find it crazy, right, that we can invest so much money in a dog, male or female or puppy, without knowing the end game financially and calculating the holding cost. It just fathoms me. Yeah. If I buy a car and my payment's 500, and then my insurance is 200, and then the way I drive, I spend another $200 a month. Well, that car cost me about $900 a month, right? That's excluding the price of oil changes and maintenance. So this is what I'm talking about, is understanding all these pieces. And this is why we go over these episodes. And thankfully, a lot of you guys do reach out to me for this stuff. And, I feel like sometimes I'm talking to myself. But however, some of you guys do message me. So thank you very much. With that said, due to the requests, I'll be offering the following services, right? One, I'll be offering one-on-one consultations probably mid next month. Right now, I got a lot of things going with Fortuna. We're looking to confirm her in about 12 days. So right now, I wish I had more time to give to you guys, but probably mid next month, I'll be more available to be able to answer more questions. Number two, I am offering a fully written, personalized business plan for your kennel or program, whatever you want to refer to it as, right? And I'm going to open that up at $1,000 for a standard 8-part business plan that includes the following. 1, mission statement. 2, company description. 3, product line. 4, market analysis. 5, marketing plan. 6, sales plan. 7, operational plan. 8, financial analysis, right? So for $1,000, I give you the basic key operating business plan that you can, it's like your roadmap that you can work off of in order to guide you. And that plan will be good for 5 years. That's a 60-month term on that business plan. If for some reason in year 2 or 3, you're either surpassing your trajectory or not quite hitting it, then we can revisit that plan and adjust it and make the game time changes that we need to make in order for you to succeed. So if this is something that interests you, you already know how to get a hold of us. It's right there. DM me on Instagram or email us at sumobulliekennels.com, and I will respond to your inquiries and we can work it out. And again, I'm not doing nothing till about mid-February because of what I have going on. So in this episode, I want to touch a little bit more on the mission statement. Your mission statement for your camp is what you're setting out to do, right? If you say, okay, for example, our mission statement is to create amazing American XL bullies using the best bloodlines from the US and Brazil and mixing them with poodles. This hybrid type American XL bully poodles will be able to sing and dance while they stack on stage, right? That's a mission statement. So you get the point, right? I'm adding a little bit of humor in there to lighten this episode up because I know it is boring. So my point is, be goal specific, guys. Everyone will say they're out here to better the breed, the dog, blah, 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 right? Who's not going to say that? No one's going to go out here and say, well, I'm here to worsen the breed or create uglier dogs, right? The truth and reality is that people want to produce a badass dog that can have impact in the shows while they make good money doing it. That's an honest answer to me. And you know what? We're in the US. This is the most capitalistic country in the whole world. I support it. I love it. Bring that next version of whatever it is, your, schnoodle poodle doodle bully. That's great, man. Let's do it. Definitely do it, but have a plan, right? If I'm not speaking truth on that, then everyone here is a philanthropist, and we can all donate our money to better the breed without even breeding. That's the truth. Hey, my goodness. So basically, guys, I am Earl with Sumo Bully Kennels, right? I want to better the breed. That's a true statement. By bettering the people involved with the breed. I'll repeat that one because it means a lot to me and it is important. And this is why I drop content like this. I am Earl at Sumo Bully Kennels, and I want to better the breed by bettering the people involved with the breed. The dog is the dog. We have bred all kinds of dogs to do specific tasks because dogs are amazing animals. We bred dogs to hunt, to protect livestock, even find buried people in a rubble in a building. I mean, look how amazing the dog is as an animal, right? And this is my truth. The more I got involved with the breed, the more I realized it's not the dogs that need help. It is us. So part of my mission statement as a company is to be involved with these dogs and enjoy these dogs and create a better dog, but focus on uplifting the standards of how we operate as a community. And I hope that makes sense, guys. In closing, we initially started this channel to share our journey with others so that they may learn from our wins and losses while we geek out over dogs, because ultimately that's what brings us together as a community. That's why you're watching this. Now the channel has evolved, and we are truly touched by the amount of people who reach out to us and thank us and ask for our opinion. In which case, I'll always be honest. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, right? If you ask me a question that is better served by a veterinary repro specialist to answer, I'm going to tell you to consult with that person because I didn't spend 10 years as a veterinarian. And therefore, for me to give you an answer just to give you an answer, well, I'm talking out of my you-know-what. And we always want to keep it real, keep it honest with everybody. And that's how we want to operate, right? So for me, I'd really like to thank you, from my family to yours, from the Sumo Bully Kennels family. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I never would have imagined. Again, this was a basically a video, like a video diary for us to document our journey and enjoy it, and be able to look back 10 years from now and be like, oh my God, look where we started and look where we're at. And it turned into so much more. So for you guys who have already done so, thank you. For you guys who have not, right there, please like and subscribe. It's that easy, guys. Doesn't cost you a dime. So this was part 1 of 9 of business plan, and I think it's very important that you even think about it. And if you decide you don't need it, then you don't need it, right? I'm not saying that the only way to get a business plan is through me. You can write your own. You can go online. There's a lot of templates out there. Promise you. You go to just do a Google search on business plans, and they have a general template that you can customize for yourself and make it your own. Definitely a lot of free resources out there. However, if you do have interest and you like my flavor and how I do things, you can definitely reach out to us. This is our website. As you can see, we're adding services now, consultation and business plan, also in-house financing, because we do accept all forms of payment: PayPal, credit card, Zelle, and also we're opening up our in-house financing division for some of you guys who are a fan of our breedings and would like to get involved. Those are going to be future announcements. Very exciting stuff we're working, because we want everyone to have access to what we're doing who cares about what we're doing, right? And sometimes we're in a position to do something and sometimes we're not. However, I never want there to be a barrier that holds you back from doing clean work and clean business with me. And I do this research, and I provide all these alternatives because, one, I want to protect my client, my buyer, my future buyers, so that they feel secure in any transaction that they do with us. With that said, guys, this is part 1 of 9. I'm going to keep it short because it's boring. But I did warn you in the beginning, so please don't hate me for it. But I do have some dogs on screen, some of our our fur babies, which you have it. So with that said, guys, Earl with Sumo Bully Kennels, thank you so much for listening to this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I promise you, I'm going to continue to bring you quality content. Until the next time, guys, you guys enjoy your week. Peace.